wrong with the Klim Sani4 lineup. Their lanes aren't too bad either, so I really have to side with them.
Yeah, and let's see. I mean, Nature's Prophet straight up with the TPs, trying to get these wards down on the other side of the river, which we see a lot. I wonder if that's something that Team Klee are going to be like, okay, Prophet, you know, likes to do this, and you can see the wards down in this high ground ward as well. This is a really nice one, just to see if they want to try and go for a first blood, if there's any possibility of getting a pick off here. Faceless Void, though, got to be careful. Smoke wears off. There's going to be all 5 heroes, or dude, just walk back.
They don't really have the lockdown to kill him, I think. If you have the time walk, it's very much impossible for them to kill him. The only thing that could happen is the Ether Remnant into the Starbreaker, and even then, that's just not enough of a stun time to bring him down.
Okay, fair enough. And I mean, he's back underneath the tier 1 tower as well, didn't stray too far. So it looks like... Are we just going to see the 2 for 2? Yeah, I mean, Team Klee are moving up to try and contest, it looks like. But are they going to be able to do enough, bringing 3 heroes against 4?
It's a level 1 Morphling, so you are probably looking not to engage all that much. Even though, you know, with the changes to the attribute shift, it used to be a lot less. You are a little bit less susceptible to actually dying.
There's some harass coming out to Kami, so Kami's going to walk himself away. In the river, in fact, D-Wards, yeah. So the D-Ward actually came out, and the sentry now... So the first sentry was taken away. Till the end, he's going to have to spend a lot of gold here just to D-Ward that middle ward. That's a big investment to only get 100 gold back.
You get down the ward. It will definitely give some kind of an advantage to the Void Spirit, but we'll see how much, considering it's 2 melee heroes.
Well, I'm just thinking that it was 2 sentry wards, so that you had to commit to that to get that. And right, it was sentries, or was it the observer that he denied? No, it was a sentry.
Sentry. They didn't have an observer there, but sure, you spend 100 gold to get 100 gold and some experience, so it's somewhat of a win, and you're not going to be buying that many sentries in the lane unless there's some battle for the camp supremacy. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be fine.
Okay, well, we'll see how it's going to go throughout all these lanes, how the Void Spirit's going to play. How much do you actually like the Void Spirit as a pick, right? Because the hero, there's a reason that hero isn't picked up too often.
I think the hero is at a decent spot. He's obviously not as strong as when Universal Heroes were introduced, but there is definitely a spot for the hero in the meta currently. So I don't think it's perfect by any means. It is probably going to be losing the lane, or definitely going to be losing the lane versus Kunkka, but there are things that he can do in this game, especially catch the Nature's Prophet around the map. That's a hero that Young G would want to feed on.
Bottom lane, they're trying to try and go and respect here. Respect run himself towards the tier 1 tower. Does get caught out in a little bit of damage coming through with that, the Starbreaker as well. But Meles, never mind, we get baited. Top lane, in fact, till the end. Does he survive through this one? They take down Sweden Strong until the end. He was down to about 50 health, but Dominic, he didn't want to go for the right clicks there.
It's very weird that they got the kill on the Invoker. I'm guessing you try to go as deep as possible, trying to kill the AA, and then you overextend.
Yeah, now they might...
He does a lot of damage.
Even be able to go into Dominic. Dominic taking a lot of harass there, gets his bracer passed over by Sweden Strong. But it's still very chunky onto Dominic, and Sweden Strong only level 1, so he's got for the 1 point into the Wex. And yeah, really not a lot of control until, well, the Quas comes out now, so he's going to have a little bit more control to come out, and we'll see if he's going to try and throw this onto the A, maybe potentially get a kill back.
Not just yet. Under the tower, the A isn't dying, especially with the Fairy Fire being active. You need to pull the lane back just slightly to be able to go for any kind of an aggressive moves. As you mentioned, Morphling, he does a lot of damage with just the right click, so if you're diving into the tower, you get hit by the tower once, 2-3 times by the Morphling, you're suddenly super low.
Okay. Taking a look in the mid, how's it looking? 15 last hits to the 10, 6 denies coming out for the Kunkka. So it's going alright here for Chirajun. Young G's, he's struggling a little bit, but like you say, you expect the Kunkka to win this lane. Do you want Kunkka, because when he does start to win, we see the Kunkka start to roam around, you know, try and get these boats off. Do you want to see him go for a quick BKB to make sure he doesn't actually fall prey to, like, you know, getting overconfident and getting caught out as Respect? He's going to go down.
Just like Respect and Munkushi, he needs some lucky bash. He's not going to be getting him. Early BKB, I don't think so. Blade Mail is kind of the go-to item nowadays. I would like to see a BKB at some point, however, because, well, you're going to be dealing with the overgrowth, the A blast, the damage from the Void Spirit, all of those things. You are going to be needing it at some point.
Yeah, and look at this respect. TP's right in after dying. He drops the sprout, and Zeiss just walks through it. He's like, it's trees, mate. I don't care. And walks himself off. Yeah.
Trees are something I like, and I enjoy myself being surrounded by trees, even hostile ones.
It's just funny. It's like, oh yes, I'm gonna get the gank. I'm gonna get a revenge kill, and he's gone.
That's how you view it. Trying to get into the heads of the players, it is definitely fun. We might not be right, but who cares? We're creating a story here. He thought he was gonna get the kill as Sweden Strong. He's killing some couriers and he won't be able to get him, but well, till the end puts himself in a very bad position.
Yeah, Tornado EMP cold snap here. Till the end should go down. Dominic, he might be frozen up here, but the last right click, no, Sweden Strong.
Not enough.
Kami, he might take this one around actually onto Sweden Strong. Sweden, he has to run those little feet away, and he has to get back towards that tier 1 tower. It is going to cost him a little bit of health here as he juggles his items to get as much back as possible.
Yeah, that little bit of Tango regen allowed A to just get over the threshold of the attack that will kill him. It looked like it was going to be a kill 100%, and he just gets that little bit of HP back.
Yeah, meanwhile, bottom lane, looks like there's going to be another dive coming through onto Respect. Respect can he get himself away from this one. He's going to be trapping himself in the trees. The right clicks and Melis. He is picking up the kills here. Munkushi time walks himself away, so he does get himself out of danger. But what's that? The second death on the Nature's Prophet. And really, this is the hero that you want making moves around the map. Sweden Strong is going to go down again to the Blood Grenade.
Yeah, the supports of Klim Sani4, they're dying. Both of them have 2 deaths. Sure, they're securing solid CS for their cores, but it is not ideal. Still, I think Munkushi is going to be fine with this one, considering that he's getting all the farm that he needs. The Dawnbreaker isn't an easy hero to outfarm.
Well, there's going to be the jump here now as well. The Nature's Prophet onto Young G. Young G has that Coil Blade, can get himself out into the Waiting Arms. Chira Jr., and at least this time now, Kami, they're going to be able to get one on the board.
And also, it's a siege creep wave, so Chira, he's tanking some tower shots to make sure that this tower takes a ton of damage, and another wave of creeps is coming, so it is going to be a solid amount into this tier 1.
He's going to walk away from this one. Yeah, he can't be frozen boots. Close to the floor with the cold fleet, excuse me, H2O gets that D-ward in. Respect, waits, gets that double damage rune. Chira Jr., at least he's going to be able to X-mark back to base, heal up a little bit. It's only level 1 on the X mark, so it's not the longest duration in the world, right?
No, it's the same duration.
Is it flat one? I can never.
The range is the thing the range and the cooldown are the things that get kind of increased with the levels. So it's 8 seconds when it's self-cast or on the allies, and 4 seconds on the opponents.
It used to be, right? It used to be a different duration depending on level.
No.
Did it not? Am I just losing my mind? What am I thinking of?
No, you're not losing your mind, Rob. It's just that there's so many things. As I mentioned, we are gonna be needing a history book of Dota. I know I have a lot of info in my mind, but it's kind of starting to mix up. And when we have like 20 or 30 years of Dota 2, because it's not a dead game, it's always gonna be alive. And it's going to be impossible to keep tabs on every single change that happened.
And it's going to be impossible for Respect to stay alive. They did actually snipe the Wisdom Rune, but it did cost him his life. I mean, okay, that's is that a bad trade?
It's amazing for him.
Yeah,
it's amazing for him.
Not an awful trade.
You would take that one any day of the week. If you're the Nature's Prophet, it's definitely going to be a struggle for the AA in general, as this hero really needs an early level 6 to have that early mid-game impact, as if you don't get it, you're going to be in trouble. That's why till the end, he's getting a lot of experience from the lane, taking it away from the Morphling, but that little bit of Wisdom Rune would have taken him to level 5 already. Now he's probably not going to have it at minute 10, the ulti.
That's the thing. The other thing was that Dominic went and got the other Wisdom Rune, so it's going to get him to a quicker 6 here. Kami already at 6. He's got himself the Morbid Mask, but yeah, Brewmaster after this, he hits it after that creep, so we'll see if he wants to try and apply some pressure, as it's going to be three heroes diving into this one. Kira might actually be in trouble here. Cold Feet, is it going to proc? There's going to be the Solar Guardian coming through as well. He might lose the Kunkka. The Tornado, it does connect, but Chira, big tanky boy, it's not going to be enough to keep him alive, surely. Does he get himself away from this one? No way.
Yes.
No way.
He's going to have the Fizz boots.
No, no, I refuse to accept. Where's the dive in from the Void Spirit? Yeah, till the end does get it in the end.
Yeah, barely though. The thing is, he used the Fairy Fire while the run buff was still up. I mean, he had to, otherwise he would have died. And then the run buff just took away that HP as well, so he was still on just one hit or a couple of ticks there from the Ice Vortex. Unfortunate for him, but it really did take a very long time. You have to give respect to the Solar Guardian. It's just so much damage that Malice will give once he joins the fight.
Yeah, while this is going on though, you've got Munkushi, he got a free lane. As soon as the Solar Guardian came out, that dive away, he's going towards the hand of Midas. I like the little ward in the pond that he put out, the high ground in the pond, just to protect him, make sure there's no wraparounds from the right-hand side. And yeah, he's got a little bit of catching up to the Morphlin to do, but Munkushi, free farm is free farm.
Till the end now, he will pay with his life. Chira, he gets his own revenge. When his teammates can't do it, he's going to be the one making sure that his assailant dies.
Does anyone have a bottle? No. Chira, no bottle, double braces. Just looking to see who's going to pick up the bounty. Dominic on the lane. Yeah, Kami, he's got a fairly free lane. He's got himself the Morbid Mask into the Falcon's Blade. But Dominic now, with the level 7, do you want to see him start? We'll come back to that in a second because it looks like Munkushi on the bottom lane was being dove.
Nah, he's gonna be fine. One interesting thing though is that Kunkka is going for an Orchid, so this Void Spirit is gonna be in trouble, and Morphling before the Manta could be in trouble as well.
Okay, Munkushi goes to the top lane. He's given up the tier 1 tower, and Kami's moved himself down here, but yeah, he's gonna go to the tier 1 tower. Do you think they trade this one off? Do you want to see the split used here to pressure the tower?
I want to see the split if there's a fight.
Okay.
If you just use it for the tower, it's not gonna be good enough.
Okay, we'll see. Dominic moving himself up again, double bracer, going towards the hand of Midas of his own, yeah. And then I assume Radiance after that. Scan comes out. So Zayats, do they want to try and fight Munkushi? He has that Chronosphere. He might be able to catch out now as well. Kami, he's going to be trying to use the time dilation, do a little bit of damage. Invoker is close by, but they don't want to throw the Chronosphere over the tower and only onto the Morphlin, because the Morphlin, well, if he gets that Strength Morph off, it's not really going to be a useful Chrono.
Even without it, it's a question if you're actually going to be killing him, as you don't really have any damage inside of the Chrono. Unless the Kunkka comes over, and then you have the follow-up boat and the Torrent, but without it, you're going to be in trouble. What Klim Sani4 are actually doing is applying pressure to the mid lane that is, again, being annoyed by a siege creep.
Yeah, Dominic's going to step in now as well. It's about, in fact, Dominic's taking a couple of tower shots. They want to keep the siege creep alive. Chira Jr., he takes a few. There's going to be the dive in now as well. Did they get the kill onto Sweden Strong? Sweden Strong, he's going to be getting pretty darn low. The dive comes in. Youngji gets the kill. And now the split comes out. Yeah, they're going to be able to chase down. Overgrowth will be used here. TP coming in from the Morphlin as well. What can they do in terms of this fight? They're going to try and get themselves away. As I get a little bit of lag. Tower gets denied.
At least you bring the tower down. Giving away the Invoker, not that big of a deal. Of course, it's not going to be ideal, as it did get denied, but it is quite nice. So you had a bit of a spike as well?
Yeah, I was getting... So it wasn't just me?
Well, I didn't, but we see that Sweden Strong is disconnecting, so I'm guessing that there were some issues.
Okay, yeah, just a little bit of lag around that fight for me. So hopefully it'll all be sorted out. If not, I can do a quick reconnect too, just see if that fixes the problem.
Everything seems to be in order. Overall, though, that's the second tower of the game, the mid lane tower one. It does open up the map to catching the enemies, but the thing is, I think that Klim Sani4 want to be catching people on the side lanes rather than around the mid lane. It's just what their heroes are good at. And the Faceless Void is almost never gonna be close to the mid lane to turn the fight around. So I'm not sure how much of an access to kills this mid lane tower kill is gonna give them. Maybe once you get that Orchid, it will.
Yeah. How's Kunkka doing on that in terms of farm? So he's going to be getting himself close to it. Yeah, he's got these stacks as well, so not too bad. He's going to be able to give his support some gold as well with these stacks. Top lane. Do they want to try and make a move? I mean, Kami's close. Sweden Strong's in the ghost form, but the sentry's down. They know where he is. Ice Blast is available as well here. Sweden Strong playing with fire a little bit there, I think.
Yeah, he's just trying to scout, but the thing is, there are some sentries, there are some wards that are scouting him out, but he'll be fine. The thing is, without a Void Spirit there to really jump you, they cannot keep you in place long enough for you to die.
Yeah, and Youngji, how's he looking in terms of farm? Not as good as the Kunkka, but it's not awful here for the Void Spirit. So he's had an alright game here, 1-1-1. Going towards the Echo Saber as well. He's not having a bad time on this Void Spirit. What does he want to build into?
Echo Saber Manta. I think that's probably gonna be the way to go. And then Aghanim Scepter. If he wasn't playing versus the time dilation and now the Orchid, then maybe you can get away with an Aghanim Scepter earlier.
They're going to be able to get a kill. Swin Strong drops a Tornado, but Youngji will take him down in the end here. Zayat's moving himself in. They might even be able to get a D. They definitely are going to be able to get a D1 out of it. And it's best that your supports are dying, giving you this information. 3-man rotation as well. But, I mean, overall, Swin Strong probably doesn't want to be dying in the first place. And you can kind of see that, yeah, a couple of towers have gone down over the map, but it is being slowed down, the gameplay at the minute.
Now with the Orchid up, it has to... Klim Sani4 has to pick up the pace, right? Because the Morphling will have the Manta fairly soon, so you need to make sure that doesn't happen. They found the Void Spirit.
They're going to be able to do it here. Yeah, the drag back into the boat, and this might be the death, should be the death of the Void Spirit. Tornado comes out. He's not going to be able to step away from this one. Surely there's going to be the dive away. No, he actually dives back towards it. And does he get a TP? No way. No, it doesn't matter. X-Mark's spot comes out, just immediately gets dragged back. Gets that step up to the high ground here, but it only means that Munkushi's going to be able to get the last right click.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna come over. I won't even use my Chrono and I'll get the kill. So the Orchid reveal is gonna be quite successful. Now they're chasing on to Zayat. Will he be found? Chira? He found him.
It's going to show up. The silence comes out now as well. There's going to be the drag back right back into position. Maybe giving Munkushi up another kill here. Chronosphere, he just says, yep, this is definitely my kill. Unless the EMP. It does.
Okay. This is my kill. No, it's not. Sweet and strong. Yeah. He flexes his muscles there, shows Munkushi who the real carry is. To be honest, this Invoker needs to be given some priority considering how far behind he is. I expected him to, at this point, have or be extremely close to the Spirit Vessel. That's just not the case.
Yeah, okay. X-Mark. Oh, just in case. Right, oh, okay. Really good idea. Yeah, you drop it on Sweden Strong because he's going to be the... Did you ever watch Stargate?
I'm going to say yes, but no.
You never watched Stargate?
Is that bad?
Stargate is like, it's just one of those 90s, 2000s sci-fi shows that it's just amazing.
Okay, Saved by the Bell here as we're gonna have a fight on the top lane.
Yeah, I don't know if my heart's there anymore. Ice Blast is going to come out into the Kunkka. The Kunkka's going to be caught out straight away. The Cold Feet, it's going to be a really good proc. And Melis, he gets the kill onto Chira Jr. What can they do? The Split's going to be out here now as well till the end. Trying to get himself away. Tornado's going to connect onto 2-3 heroes now as well. And it might just give the space and time for everybody else to get away. Nature's Prophet in the Piggy Pole. Trying to run himself away from this one. The Split now as well. Anything to interrupt it. Respect. He is dead.
They had the adaptive strike strength, they had the root, whatever was needed. They could have stopped this TP. He TP'd in, trying to kill till the end, and then he saw, oh, my Kunkka is dead. I cannot fight. And then he just got taken down. So Kunkka, he's going for the Orchid and then into an Aghanim Scepter. And the Aghanim Scepter is going to be super disruptive in fights. I'm just super afraid that during that build-up, this Kunkka will die a billion times.
See, you know what would help that? It would be an early BKB.
That's a very well used overgrowth for an illusion of the Brewmaster. He definitely wasn't looking for that.
No, baited that one out. Yeah, top. And then on the bottom lane, we've got Melis pushing in. He's going to use the Starbreaker now as well. Munkushi comes in. He doesn't have that Chronos here, but time dilation into the Cold Snap, into the extra damage with the EMP. TPs are coming in now as well. Chira Jr. No boat being thrown out because it's still on cooldown for the next 5 seconds. Young G jumps himself forward. Ice Blast comes in. Oh, Chira Jr. Yeah, he ain't looking great, mate, here. Through the trees, he's trying to juke and dodge. Maybe waste a bit of time. The Ice Blast, is it not going to be enough to shatter here? It ain't.
He's fine.
Oh, well, mine and your definition of fine differs, but he's still alive.
I mean, considering that he looked 100% dead,
Yeah.
there, I'd say he's more than fine. He's great. He's awesome. You see, he's even farming the creeps, and I don't know how long he should stay here. Of course, he does have vision, seeing the Void Spirit, so he will be fine in the end.
Oh, the poor tier 2. You got to go back for the tier 2. You got to be brave, Chira. You can't give it away because I think Young G's going to come over and claim that. He is as well. Ah, never mind. He's sending the courier. Okay. He's sending the courier to do a man's job.
Our careers, not men.
Some of them are. It's a little bit weird. Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Makes sense. So while all of this was happening, Kami is going for a tower in the mid lane. And actually the Void Spirit is going straight into the Aghanim Scepter, so he doesn't care about the Orchid. I don't know how much I agree with this. I guess Solar Guardian is a solid save, but you're putting yourself in harm's way.
Yeah. I don't mind that. Like, if you're gonna get the dive in early on, I think you want to be split pushing out as much as possible. You want to try and go for these fights, and yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay. Zayat, he's keeping himself away till the end. He's not going to be so lucky.
No, till the end, this might be his end here. Point blank Ice Blast, but no real follow-up. I mean, he's dead, so you may as well use it anyway. It's only a minute cooldown, level 1, so it's not like it's a massive investment on the ultimate. It just gives Dominic a parting shot.
Very low cooldown on that spell, and Team Klee, they're having a really good grasp on this game. The Morphling has a Manta, he's going into a Scotty, wants the Satanic as well, so the silences, the time dilations is no longer an issue for him. And I mean, the Faceless Void has a Midas, so looking towards the later portions of the game, he will definitely scale, but this Morphling will hit the timing, the scary timing first.
Yeah. And then going over mid lane, we're going to see a little bit of action coming out now as well. Does he get himself away? Zayats is going to go down. Chira Jr. 10 around with the cleave. Going to be getting himself the Ogre Axe, so he's still ways away yet from the full Aghanim Scepter, but once that comes out, it is going to be absolute chaos in these fights.
Most definitely will be. The Kunkka, he wants more and more pickoffs. You don't really want to be on the back foot because there's a good chance you can die in that kind of a scenario, so you just want to use this Orchid as much as possible. And Young G still not changing his mind. It is most definitely going to be an Aghanim Scepter for the Void Spirit. Maybe makes a little bit more sense considering, well, you do have an Echo Saber, so you will be able to disassemble that.
And the Brewmaster is straight up dead.
Very easily at that as well. A Blast just makes it so easy to bring people down.
Yeah. Good dive in. Yeah, 3 heroes grouping up on him as well. The Void Spirit, I don't mind that, because, I mean, again, you're going to be able to get the silence on the Resonant Pulse when you get the dive in with the Ag Scepter. I know what you mean with the Orchid, but, oh, till the end, it's going to be a double damage rune save for Young G here. What does he want to try and do with this?
They're setting up on the Morphling, but I'm looking at the lineup of Klim Sani4 and their ability to kill the Morphling now. It's not really there. You need a very long chase, and Team Klee, they're not gonna allow it. So this Morphling should definitely be off the menu for now. Kill the other ones, get your farm up, and then deal with the Morphling later. I know it's a problem when you cannot kill the enemy carry, but it is the current situation, so you should just get the best out of it.
Prophet could be in a little bit of trouble here, Respect. He's going to go for the TP. Anything to cancel this was the Overgrowth that comes out after he TPs out. Oh, Zayats. Where are the tips?
Yeah, that's the second Overgrowth. You don't tip Zayat's Chain Protector. He's so good on this hero. If you make him mad, he's going to crush you even more. So you just shout him, like, okay, guys, he made 2 uncharacteristic mistakes, so let's just try to win off of that. Let's not try to make him mad.
Is that where the you tip him and the gamer lean comes out? You know, you lean forwards, you get really invested in it.
Yep, that's the case. Usually, you know, I would play Dota kind of lying back in my chair and stuff like that. Somebody tips me, I get very serious, and then I start playing the best I can. Though in some situations, that's not gonna work too well with the Zayats Chain Protector. It most definitely is.
Yeah, and they find another kill to win strong. Young G able to corner him out. No Ice Blast used, excuse me, by the Ancient Apparition. Going towards a Hand of Midas. He's already got himself the Philosopher's Stone, so this AA is going to go full greed here. And speaking about greed, straight into the Roach Pit after the Invoker goes down here by Team Klee.
Yeah, Invoker is a pretty good hero to delay the Roach with the Tornado, set up for the Kunkka to come over with the Torrent in the boat. With him being dead, with that kind of, let's call it a global presence for Klim Sani4 around the map being taken out, this should be an easy one for Team Klee, especially because Morphling and the Dawnbreaker, they actually do quite a lot of physical damage, and the Invoker even helps with the Sunstrike.
Yeah, you got to get the assists in where you can. It's the assists for the other team, but they all count, right?
Of course they do. Just kidding. Of course, you don't get anything there for that Sunstrike, unless maybe you kill the Roach, then you get all of the experience and all of the gold, which would be amazing.
And Brewmaster now, he's going to have this Radiance come out for him. He's got that Hand of Midas up. Going to be able to push down, chase down, and Are we going to see, because it's only a 4k net worth here for Team Klee. Do you want the Faceless Void still farming up until he gets that BKB, or do you want a 5-man rotation to come out with for them Team Klee to try and force out some objectives?
So, Klee, they would want to now, with the Aegis, force out fights in neutral territory. Despite the enemies having better team fight, you use the Aegis to force out the ultis. Then, once you do that, after the reset, when there are cooldowns, then you can go for tier 2s. I think that's probably the best way to approach it. The only question is, will Klim Sani4 actually give you a fight in an open territory, or will you have to pressure the tower to actually get it out of them?
I mean, it looks like Klee, they're going to step up. Like I said, they want this tier 2 on the top lane. They are starting to put pressure on. So let's see if... are they going to try and defend this? They're sending Sweden Strong around the back. He's trying to do a little bit of de-warring, a little bit of scouting, but for the most part, it looks like they're going to let this tier 2 tower go.
They're just letting it go. The Morphling packs too big of a punch. Just a couple more hits are gonna do the trick. You're cutting the waves. You're being annoying, but it's not gonna be enough. And this Invoker, they know where he is.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get the dive on him. They've got the initial reveal here with the Sentry Ward. They've got the kill.
Pretty easy one. You have a ward, you have a sentry. The Invoker was unaware of it, and they ignored him completely as they were attacking the tower. So then once he got a little bit closer, he was just a nice bonus on top of the tower as well.
Okay, Team Klee, they're even going to be able to steal the enemy team Tormentor. Young G gets a shot there. So it looks like AA isn't sharded up, but the tree is. Okay, so that was like a 50-50 there, I guess. And AA is the one that probably wants that shard a little bit quicker, but it's not too bad. You've still got your Tormentor on your side. You can easily make a move, and this time he'll definitely get it, I think.
And the Void Spirit shard is fine. Well, definitely. Doesn't have to be the case. Morphling could get it as well. It depends. Sometimes you're just unlucky, and this could be one of those games.
Surely the game isn't going to pick on a poor support like that.
Yeah, it never does, really. Dota is very well known for not making support suffer. I'm kidding. Actually, in the last couple of years, we have gotten rid of the infamous position 6 in Dota, and now everybody has some kind of farm.
Yeah, the Philosopher's Stone helps out there as well. Everybody gets at least one item.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Sometimes you would only have to use the QWER.
Well,
and not have to use your inventory at all.
Speaking of bullying the poor support, till the end it is going to be taken down, and I suppose he's not the poorest in the game. He's still about 800, 900 gold above the Invoker. And Cruise, he gets a kill onto Zayats here. They group up, they get the reveal, yeah, they do take the kill onto Zayats, but they give up a tier 2 tower in the mid lane for it.
I mean, the all of the outer towers for 2 supports, I think that Team Klee are going to be happy with that. Especially you're playing against the very strong teamfight lineup. Teamfight lineups, they like to have towers so they can rally around them. Now you don't really have that. This smoke is probably their best bet to find something of value.
Radiant are scanning.
And Monkushi reveals I mean, the Chronosphere is up. If they can find... What's the Aegis like on the Morphin? The Morphin's still got a minute left on that Aegis, so maybe not the target, but... Dawnbreaker, yeah, Void, something like that might be a good pick for them. It's just that, I mean, Klee, they're playing this map so well.
Yeah, they're playing it really well. And it comes down to, we're stronger than you, we take away your objectives, and now it's a lot easier to play the map, right? When you have all of your tier 2s, you have places to TP to, you feel more confident getting out on the map, you have less grounds to cover. It's now much easier for them to do so, and, you know, the Klim Sani4 lineup, they're pretty good at catching people, but when you don't have outer towers, you are very bad, no matter what lineup you have, at coming together. So, good catch. Oh, I caught them, guys, but you're nowhere to be found, so it's not really going to give you anything.
And jump. Sweden Strong, does he want to actually... He's not got a gem, he's got a dust reveal, but he'd have to be really lucky to find Zayats. In fact, Zayats going to be slowed down by the Ghost Walk. He just immediately gets himself out. Trying to get himself away from this one. Any jump, going to be revealed once again. X mark, he had it just in time. Was that reveal? They're going to have the damage and they're going to have the kill.
A nice pick-off. At least Klim Sani4 are finding these pick-offs.
Yeah.
So Klee, I'm not sure what exactly they're waiting for. Their Morphling is very, very farmed, very hard to kill. You have very good catch with the Void Spirit. I'm guessing that Manta on the Void Spirit could be a thing that you're looking for, as Well, you're still very susceptible to dying to the Orchid.
Yeah, he's split up. So he split up the Echo Saber for the Ags, and yeah, he's going to go back now for the Manta, not too far away from it. Has the ultimate orb for the stats. It might be a big pick, but yeah, like you say, I mean, they had an Aegis there and really didn't ever do anything with it.
You got the outer towers. You might not have gotten fights, but in terms of objectives, map control, you got everything you needed.
And BKB coming up for the Morphin now as well. It looks like they might try and group up here. Do they have it in vision? They have it in the Radiant Jungle, so they might just have seen Sweden Strong. They're definitely going to see Monkushi now. Whether they want to try and make a fight happen here onto the Faceless Void. It's going to be another pick up onto... Yeah, Sweden Strong, the dive comes in. The Void Spirit...
Faceless Void is coming.
Do they actually get the trap off here? They're going to be able to take down the train. Overgrowth comes out. And no follow-up Ice Blast. Surely Sweden Strong... No, it connects. This should be a kill.
Let's calculate it.
No,
should
okay.
not. He should live. Yeah.
Oh, that's not as fun.
He's Invoker is a child, the only child in this game, and you want him dead. So no next generation.
I mean, nah.
You cannot get out of that one, right?
No.
I can understand you hoping for a Kunkka just let the youngins live and stuff. He even looks like Davy Jones, so you know, bad guy. But a kid?
How can I argue my way out of this?
No, we just move forward. I'm a good friend, so I'm gonna.
Did you ever play Fallout 3?
No.
Okay, then you don't know what it's like. Like the kids in Bright Springs that everybody wanted to murder them.
Like Invoker is an annoying kid, a know-it-all, right?
See,
that's your argument.
Is he a kid or is he a grown man pretending to be a kid? That's even worse. Like he definitely deserves it.
I don't know. Lore-wise, he's a kid. Right?
Okay. And we're going to see the 4-man group up here coming through from Team Klee. And Chronosphere is still available. This could be a big swing in the fights. Roshan, it's going to be at least 8 seconds away, but that's at least 8 seconds away. Could be another 3 minutes after this. We'll see which way it's going to go. Nature's Prophet TP's into the mid. So going to be on cooldown now for the next 7... What's that? 5 seconds? Yeah.
Big scan.
Are they going to be able to come in? Ice Blast. Who does it connect on this time? It's going to be the death of Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong just immediately buys back. The dive onto the backlines now is on the Morphlin. Trying to get onto Chira Jr. Dominic takes down till the end, but it looks like it's going to be Chira Jr. going down next. Chronosphere. Does he go down? He survives? No. He only survives for a little bit longer as well. Let's see to be able to get the kill on the Morphlin, though. He got that strength morph off. Even inside the Chronosphere. Dive in from Youngji. They're trying to get back onto Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong, don't forget that was a buyback on him. Monkushi trying to use the time walk. Takes down Zayat. Youngji going to be able to get the dive away. He's going to be the waveform coming forward here now as well. The right click off here. Kami, they want to go for it. Time walk away from the Morphlin. He stole that Faceless Void form. He's trying to get himself away from this one, even using the adaptive strike. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of damage back lines though. I think Melis got the TP away. He did. Sunstrike onto Kami. Kami, though, he had over 1,000 health. Wasn't going to be able to get the kill. Maybe just to get the vision here. Nature's Prophet going to cancel the TP forward. And Kami will get himself out alive.
No more damage on the Morphling. That's the reason that he was just running away. He had the survivability to stand his ground and fight a little bit longer, but he had no more damage. And with the Void Spray dying, that fight was over for you.
Oh, this is going to be a big one here. The AA Blast coming in, connecting onto 3 heroes. But where's the follow-up? Yeah, they need to get this one out before they take the Roshan down. And Roshan's got about 69 health left. They're going to be able to get the Aegis and the Cheese. And no follow-up, no quick picks here. Sweden Strong, he's going to be able to get a Tornado off the dive forward again. This might be a dieback on Sweden Strong, but for a Roshan and a Cheese, that might be worth it here. Kami, Sweden Strong, just going to stand his ground, waste some time. And they kill off the Invoker for 70 seconds here. But that's an Aegis for the Faceless Void.
There's gonna be some time taken away from the Aegis, as without the Invoker, you might not feel super confident going for any engagements. But overall, you know, it was a dieback, so it's better to go through all of those seconds now than for them haunting you when it might matter a little bit more.
Do you, even with the Aegis sent for this 47 seconds that the Invoker's down to, Klee try and put... Because, I mean, the objectives they can get around the map, the Tormentor's back up yet? The Tormentors aren't even back up.
No, they're not. They weren't killed immediately. I think around 24 minutes is when the first one dropped down, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be up in a couple of minutes. Overall, though, Klim Sani4 now are in a pretty decent spot, but still The problem remains no outer towers. So you can maybe get a fight close to the Roche. That's where you're going to be winning it. You have your good team fight. Are you going to be able to continue to find those good team fights? As the Void Spirit progresses in terms of farm, he's going to be getting better and better at bursting your heroes down, meaning that they won't be needing that many heroes to really catch somebody and get a pick off. And considering that they're going to have a better control of the map, Team Klee are still the ones in control.
Yeah. See Chira, even just outside of his base zone, doesn't know where everybody else is, so playing it safe with the X marks the spot onto the Kunkka and making sure that he can get in and out of the base in case he gets in trouble. The Ag Scepter is up on Chira Jr. as well, so we are going to be seeing the Water Park come out for him. You know, that tidal, just absolute storm coming out for him. And we'll see here, group up as well. Chronosphere is back available, so it looks like they want to try and force something out.
Ags on the Nature's Prophet, so he's just been pushing in the waves. This is something that's helping the Klim Sani4 lineup quite a lot, as it does allow them to somewhat deal with the waves effectively, as that cooldown of the ult is reduced.
Do they get Melis here? They don't have any vision, right? They don't, but they're going to be able to come off into the high ground. Time dilation comes out. They've got the stun, they've got the lockdown, they've got the roots here. Melis is going to try and get himself away from this one. He pops the BKB, but like, they might be able to turn this one around. Look at it. And now the boat comes through. Chronosphere is going to crash onto only Melis, and now the Tidal Storm as well. They take down Munkushi, and they might be able to get Zax as well. Munkushi, he's going to be alive. He keeps that Aegis. I thought for sure they might be able to pop that one. No, they turn the fight. They carry on going with the Chronosphere, and all of a sudden, it's going to be a 5 versus 2. 3 heroes dead on the side of Team Klee. X marks the spot. Let's probably make that 4.
That's an easy bonus for them. The A is not running away at all, and that was beautiful. The thing is that the strength of the Dawnbreaker and the amount of heal that he got with the Luminosity, it faded in the entirety of Klee. They're like, we can win this fight. No, you cannot. The Chrono still hasn't been used. There is still an Aegis, and we talked about it. The team fight of Klim Sani4 is insane. It's just that it's hard for them to find it, but they found the perfect opening. They find the Dawnbreaker, and then everybody else just runs in for the save, and we see how it ends. 4 heroes dead. You don't get anything in return, even though it looked for a second like the Faceless Void might actually die during the duration of the Chrono, which would have been a problem, but ultimately didn't happen. Very nice footwork inside of the Chrono from him.
Yeah, and this is going to open up tier 2s. They did take a lot longer to get to taking this tier 2. Fortification going to be used as well, because the lanes were pushed out. The lanes were pushed all the way in here, so they had to wait for the creep wave to pick up, and it's going to be pretty much the full respawn time of the side of the Team Klee. Heroes that were dead before they were even going to be able to put pressure onto this tier 2 tower, which it's lost fight, but really, apart from the heroes, didn't lose too much around the map. A Wisdom Rune and a little bit of damage on a tier 2 tower bot.
No, map control wasn't lost, so that's important for them. But there is still 50 seconds left on the Aegis, meaning that you cannot make a move until the next Chrono is up. So Team Klee, they lost their lead, the one that they have had for the entirety of the game, and Klim Sani4 are now the ones that are ahead, but still don't control the majority of the map.
No. And Sweden Strong leading the line. Forstaff comes forward here now as well. Ghostwalk, was that revealed? They might be able to get the kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast. He's going to be able to get it off, but where's that follow-up damage going to come from? It's a good start to the fight, but it means that they lose the A, and it looks like the Faceless Void, he really doesn't care, and they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Morphling. Surely now, the heals know the waveform away. It's going to be Meteor being dropped as well, but Melis has that magic immunity, and they're going to try and go for a little bit more, yeah, as well. He tries to carry on going onto this one as well. I think he got a time dilation back. He did, so he's not going to be able to get that Chronosphere up. In fact, now the Aegis is going to be popped, but now he should come back with the Chronosphere. Young G on the back lines as well. Did he go down to this one? Trying to get himself away in the Mantis Tower. There's going to be the Chronosphere. He actually catches 2 of his teammates as well, and they are going to be able to get the kill onto the Dawnbreaker.
That Morphling should be counting his lucky stars. He did turn everything into strength, and then he used the Adaptive Strike onto the Faceless Void. If he hadn't done that, that stun on the Faceless Void wouldn't have been so long, and the Chrono comes out, the Morphling dies 100%. Yeah. This way, Kami is still alive. Though, the first time that this Morphling dies, that's gonna be a disaster. Still, he does have a Scythe of Ice, so Klee, they just need an opening. You get the Hex on the Faceless Void, you can bring him down.
Just looking through as well, Young G was very lucky to get out of that fight. Popped the Mantis Star, was able to run himself away. Melis did die, but it's not... I mean, he'd already used his BKB, he'd already used his kit, so he wasn't going to be able to help the team. Yes, it's a shame that he died if you're on Team Klee. But for the most part, he had expended pretty much everything there.
Now it is time for Klee. You still haven't lost your tier 2s, and you might be behind, but there is no chrono, right? So now is probably the best time for you to make something happen.
Yeah, and by the time that the Dawnbreaker comes back up, Malice, once he's back alive, he's going to have that Solar Guardian, so any fight that kicks off while he's respawning, he's going to be able to immediately join it from the well.
Oh no, Zayas got caught. He got too close.
Jumped in, pulled back, killed off.
It's so easy for Munkushi to get the damage in now. Even without the chrono, the attack speed is insane and the bashes are coming through. Plus, he has the Eye of the Scotty, so good luck running away from him.
Yep, and he's just going to be able to follow you up. You know, if you try and do anything, he's got that Manta style, he's got his BKB as well. Really hard to try and pressure him out here. And Munkushi going to be able to take this tier 2 tower, so some map control, the alacrity as well. Look at how quickly he's going to attack. He's just going to be able to rip through these neutrals, rip through the towers, and... where do you want to go? Are you waiting for the next Aegis? 56 seconds potentially on the Roshan respawn. Do you just want to play it cool if you're on Team Klimich? I keep calling him Klimich now.
Yeah, Klim Sani4. Overall, you want to keep the lanes outpushed. That is your main thing, because if you're keeping the lanes outpushed, then you can go for a fight or go for the Rosh. I wouldn't necessarily say that, oh, we're gonna wait for Rosh, stay in our jungle and farm. I would want to see them apply the pressure like what they're doing right now to make sure that they have the opportunity to go for plays if the opportunity arises.
Yeah. Conquer has a Hex. Is there a Hex? No, so it's the Morphin on the other side that has the Hex. Couple of hand Midases as well. Just looking at the items. Well, we have some downtime. Maybe not for too long.
One big item that you forgot to mention is the AA got the shard now. So yeah, the game was against till the end, but that is actually a pretty important shard, right?
It's a really nice shard to have, yeah. Having the just a lockdown on the cold feet for an ice blast. Like, can you imagine? Great ice blast, it locks down everybody. You come in, you're full of Soul Guardian, like in my dreams. But you know, just being able to synergize all these ultimates together.
Yeah, it can be amazing overall. Oh wait, will they get the info on where Melis is? No, it's only the wards of the Dire there, but this is a nice smoke from Klim Sani4. All of the other waves are pushed in, so they know where they're gonna be finding Klee.
Yep, we're gonna get a 3-man smoke, 4-man smoke now that connects to the Conquer coming from behind here. Dominic, he's fairly far forward. He has that split available here as well. What's the respawn? So the respawn on Rosh isn't that long as well. It's about a minute, or was it about a minute and 40 seconds on the full respawn clock? So it's still going to be a daytime Rosh to come through here. So teams, they are going to be playing around this one. Even on the longest Rosh, you know, it'd still be a daytime Rosh. And they want to make sure that around here, they're controlling this area of the map to make sure that it isn't an easy take for the other team.
The smokes are going to be expiring fairly soon, but the thing is that these treants are going to be pushing in the waves. So this time that is being wasted, let's say, it is favoring Klim Sani4.
Yeah. And Youngji hanging around, you can see, yeah, the Nature's Prophet doesn't even need to be there. He's got that teleport off cooldown if he needs it to get into this fight. So respect, he is putting a lot of pressure on the Roshan respawn. I was going to call it the Roshan respawn, but the Roshan respawn coming up in 19 seconds, so they're going to try and take a fight on this one. Time dilation comes out into Zayas. Can they get this kill before anything else kicked off? Dominic goes in with the BKB. He's trying to right-click Zayas down. He does get it. No buyback there for the Treant Protector either. So it is going to be at best a 4v5 here coming out for the side of Team Klee.
And they're just going to be running in. Their team fight is already stronger.
Yeah, they want to go. Where's that TP in for the Nature's Prophet as well? He's going to be able to get himself in there. They take down till the end. There was no Ice Blast to come out as well. Solar Guardian will be used. Are they going to be able to get the Hex off, the damage off, to kill off the Faceless Void? He gets the Time Walk. He's going to be fine. Well, he's not going to be fine. He's going to be okay on the edge of it now as well. The Torrent Storm comes through. He's trying to find out where he can. The Morphins is going to be X marks the spot. Do they set up for this Chronosphere? Did he even need to use the Chronosphere? It is going to be... Even with the Conqueror inside of it now as well. Dominic gets a kill onto Melis. This might be a full 5-man wipe here. Nope, Young G's going to get the TP away, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. And it's even going to be a free Rosh with an Aghanim's Blessing.
It's insane. Double 4 staffs that actually kept them alive. No, wait, there's one 4 staff. Who has the other one? Like, I saw double 4 staffs there for sure that saved the Faceless Void. But, yeah, there's only one on the on their side. Did somebody...
I think
from the other side use a 4 staff?
It would have no, it would have been Zayas. Yeah, he was. Yeah, they were dead. I mean, I could only think. I mean, the Time Walk did come out, maybe into the push from the 4 staff.
Either way, yeah, maybe it was overlapping there for a second, but either way, Munkushi, he looked dead, and that force staff saved his life. Him getting the BKB and getting the time walk off, big deal. If he had died there, I don't know if there's enough damage to kill the Morphling, so then he can go for the cleanup. And very nice itemization overall from Klim Sani4, having the double hexes, just getting those initiations. Once you've gotten the first kill, just getting into the backlines and getting even more heroes locked down. It is a big deal.
Who did they give the Ag's Blessing to? Was it the... I mean, the Conqueror already had his... Prophet. Who took it?
Yeah, was this the third Roche? Yes.
Yeah. Is it still in the pits?
Invoker is sporting it, and he's probably not sure whether to eat it or no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think there's no doubt about it. Just eat the damn thing. You have a Faceless Void on your side. Though, to be honest, the Primal Companion wouldn't be that bad.
It wouldn't be the worst, but... I mean, you're looking at the Brewmaster. The Brewmaster can farm... If he wants to go for that, he can farm it up, or they can wait for the next Roshan. I think you want this... you want the Katas coming out, right, for the Chronospheres?
They found the Kunkka.
Solar Guardian comes in. Ice Blast going to come over the top now as well. Do they have a damage to the bow? It might just. It won't keep Chiro Jr. alive. And now they might be able to do it with the Cannon Water Spark. He's already been popped as well. They might be able to go into Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong is dead. Can they fall up anymore for any more? Kami in the trees, though. They're trying to get themselves onto the Nature's Prophet. Munkushi has that Chronosphere in 6 seconds. What else can they do? Lincoln Sphere is going to be broken. He couldn't steal the form. 1 second on the Chronosphere now as well. Kami, do they want to fight this? It's going to be a 5 versus 2. The split comes out. You've got to run the Earth Panda away to make sure he survives. Yeah, he's going to be fine. He gets himself away from this one.
I'll be okay, but they've lost 3 heroes, and that's during the Aegis, so meaning that was delayed. Plus, Faceless Void, he now has the Arcane Rune. Ideally, he would want to use the Chrono, not going to be possible, as 3 of his teammates are down. So Team Klee, they get a really nice fight. After a long time, they haven't won a fight for the past 15 minutes at least, and they win it in the most important part of the game. If they had lost that fight, the game probably goes the way of Klim Sani4 now immediately.
Chrono comes out. I mean, he wanted to use it. He had the Arcane Rune, so he uses it.
Yep.
Solo kill into Melis, and okay, not awful. 90-second cooldown. By the time his teammates are back up, can look for another fight.
Yeah, pretty good one. I really like that he went that way, especially because the Dawnbreaker doesn't have a buyback. They don't necessarily know this, but if they checked the inventory and saw the Hyperstone and the Plate Mail, you could assume that the Dawnbreaker did buy out.
Look at this, so Kami getting brave, just looking to push out this bottom lane, put pressure back on the map. 45 minutes in, and I think they want to, go for the longest games possible here today. Both of these teams, they want to be breaking records.
Yep, record breaking. It's what they're gunning for. Like, who cares about wins? We played the longest day ever. Like, that would be hard to break, though. I don't know the exact numbers, but sometimes teams would play a best of 3 and the best of 5, so that's very, very hard to beat.
I mean, you're going back to you probably have to go back to the old techies days where games were lasted for like 3 hours. Kami, do you want to jump? I mean, there's still no Chronosphere now for the next 23 seconds. He breaks it, so he's going to be able to take this Morphlin, takes the Faceless Form. Time Dilation comes out. And Aegis, Time Dilation, right back in. He's still got this Aegis for another minute now as well. Tornado comes through. He's got the Alacrity, yeah. Do they have the damage? He's going to be controlled through. The Ice Blast does actually connect onto a couple of heroes now. But the split comes out from the Brewmaster and the Faceless Void. Again, he has the Aegis, he has the BKB. They're going to be able to get the kill onto Kami and Zayat, and they both have to buy back into this one now as well. Nature's Prophet silenced up. Looks like he's going to be the target. He's going to be killed off here. That Faceless Void, he has a Chronosphere up, though. Do they want to try and turn this one around? The Brewmaster split is still going. Do they want to go for any more here? They might be able to take down Sweden Strong. He does die, immediately buys back. Did he actually swallow the axe? He did, so he's going to have that, the Cataclysm if they want to try and throw it out. X marks the spot. Drag back here onto Kami, backline. So do they want to go for any more? Hey, Melis has to pop that BKB.
He got that double kill for the Invoker. It was because of the Cataclysm.
Okay.
So Kami and Zayas were caught with the Cataclysm in the backline. It's very unfortunate for the Morphling as he was running away. He got caught inside of the Sprout. No way to leave it as his waveform was on cooldown, and he just dies to the Cataclysm as he's trying to survive. He morphed everything into strength. Nothing else left to give, and he was pretty low.
Oh, no. Aegis has been reclaimed, though. So if you're missing your Nature's Prophet, 4v5... Are you still looking to fight this? Maybe try and get, Zayat's killed off, force that dieback, or what are you trying to do if you're on the side of the Faceless Void on Klimich?
I mean, if you chrono the Morphling, you're getting the kill most likely, and then that's Morphling without the buyback. The damage output of Klee is just not going to be high enough for them to be able to deter any kind of an attack. But you don't want to go onto the high ground, so you're just holding position outside of the enemy base, keeping them inside of it by being off the map, and applying pressure while that is happening. You don't really want to allow the Morphling to get out of the map and get any more items.
Okay, as Kira Jr. just trying to do what he can with the tidal wave, as well as the torrent to push this middle lane in, keep this creep pressure on them. Try and force, because I mean the tower doesn't have a lot of health left here. There's no fortification as well. You have the Forge Spirit coming out from the Invoker, so it's going to be able to do some damage to it. Not enough to get the kill onto the tower, but just enough to make it uncomfortable if you want to leave it alone.
All 3 cores of Klee have level 25 and some really huge talents there. Of course, the Morphling has had his cooldown reduction for quite some time. Respect is very much dead with the AA Blast connecting. They're just going to be turning away and finishing him off. He does have a buyback to rejoin. But overall, this Starbreaker cooldown is also a huge deal. Melis is going to be a huge damage dealer in fights, especially with the AC being done.
Look at this though, they've already taken down a tier 3 tower on the top lane. They took down the ranged racks. The melee racks has the living armor on it, going to heal up somewhat, and obviously the regen that kicks in anyway. But you've got 4 heroes again, just trying to apply pressure, and it feels like Klee, when they took all 3 of the tier 2 towers, this game was in their hands now, man, and it just feels like it's got harder and harder as the game's gone on to keep control, and now 14k in the hole. Klimich, they are the ones riding the wave now. They're the ones in control.
They haven't been able to prevent fights from happening. Every single time they got baited into a fight by trying to save a core. Supports they would leave to die, and cores they would come in and assist. And those types of fights, especially the one on the bottom lane that happened with the Dawnbreaker, those are the types of fights that put them in the current position, or gave Klim Sani4 a way back into this game.
And the Prophet is still down for 20 seconds. So Munkushi doesn't care. He doesn't even have an Aegis anymore. He just wants to dive in. He's got that X-Marks spot to protect him. He just wants to try and do his best to take down this melee racks before the Trinket gets it back to a good amount of health.
Okay, this is a nice smoke, and Morphling is in a position where he can get caught. He wants to get out on the map, get some more farm, but yeah, this is way too scary. The second that you don't see that they're trying to go with the X marks the spot again for the range for the melee axis, you are aware that something is going on. You don't necessarily know what, but your best bet is to just go back to the base.
Just looking as well, the Brewmaster wants to go for the Boots of Travel. Is that... Do you just pocket? You pocket the Midas, right? When you swap out for the Boots of Travel?
It depends how greedy you are. That's kind of comes down to it. Considering that you're probably going to be having the Roche, then yeah, that's most likely going to be the case.
They're going top lane. They're pushing this one out. Roshan spawns 45 seconds on this one. I suppose they can check it with a Sunstrike if they really want to. But they're applying some pressure, and I mean, Klee have moved out of the base, so are they coming back? They're coming back. Okay, they've changed their mind.
Scan was used, so they knew that the enemies were coming. They just tried to outpush the lanes as much as possible, and they were able to do so. So even if Klee is able to delay this fight, find some good angles, they're gonna be taking some structural damage in the near future.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Prophet with how far ahead the creep wave is. And Munkushi dives in onto Melas. But yeah, I'm surprised here that the Prophet's not... what's the cooldown at 30 seconds on the teleportation? Okay, maybe not. You can TP to the outpost. It takes a little bit longer, but he's going to use the trains here to pressure this top lane.
Our top lane is going to drop. There's 2 siege creeps. If somebody doesn't respond, it's going to be a problem. So, and if somebody responds, you do lose the Roche. So it's a lose-lose scenario for Team Klee. They have to force a fight now.
As Munkushi's going to be again the one to come the furthest forward. Can be pulled back. He's drawn an entire map himself here. Wrap around on the back lines. What are they going to be able to do on the side of Klee?
Is gone.
Yeah, it is. And the trains now, they're going to start to push into the base. They might be able to get the kill into Sweet and Strong. Sweet and Strong doesn't have that buyback. 2.5 minutes before that's back off cooldown now as well. Dominic might be caught in the Ice Blast. He is, but he has that split. Once the Cold Feet wears off, if he wants to go for it. No, it's still going to be controlled by the Ray, excuse me, as he gets the split off. He's just going to go for the BKB. He doesn't even want to go raise his arm just yet. Melis had to go back. Malice, I suppose, still has that Solar Guardian to get in if he really wants to, but till the end, chase down, buyback coming through from Young G. They want to contest this one. The boulder being thrown out onto the AA now as well. No way AA gets himself away from this one. Called down, bouldered up once again, killed off Dominic, and now Zayats. He's going to be the next one to fall. At least the AA has his buyback.
Indecisiveness from Team Klee. They played not to lose here rather than to win, and this is not the way. You lose the Raxus, you're probably going to be losing the Roche. That is just the way that you're going to be losing the game. They're buying back. Okay, you have to go all in right now.
Yeah, and you can see that the outpost TP coming up from the Ancient Apparition, so he can take the Twin Gate. Dive comes in. Malice, though, they still have that Chronosphere. Do they want to try and throw it out? He's going to be the diving from Young G as well. The stun up onto the Munkushi. Munkushi, he doesn't actually catch Young G in it. He's going to be the two illusions. They do still get the kill into Malice now, and Malice is dead as that buyback, but he doesn't have a Solar Guardian to get himself. In fact, he did. Okay, excuse me, he used it as I looked to see if it was on cooldown. He get the kill onto Chiria Jr. And Chira, do they have the lockdown faces? Void, he's trying to fight his way from this. Everybody's buying back. Look at the Nature's Prophet, though. He's just like, cool, I'm going to break your base. Dominic, he's got that BKB. 20 seconds on the split. Did he keep him alive? Dominic is going to be a little bit longer now as well. Yeah, the run buff onto Brewmaster is keeping him going for a lot more. And they're going to be able to go for the right-click respect. He's going to be able to TP himself into it now as well. The boats crash down. They get everybody. The Nature's Prophet just says, right, I'm going to go end the game. GG is called.
The Nature's Prophet was constantly doing it, so even if the fight did go south for Klim Sani4, which at some point it looked like it could, they would have taken 2 lanes of Rax, so it wouldn't have been a complete disaster. Very nice read of the situation. The Nature's Prophet was level 25 before that fight even started, so he could TP in and out of the fight as much as he wanted to, going for the talent that removes the cooldown from the TP. So overall, very, very nice read there from the Nature's Prophet, and overall good understanding of, for both teams, actually, what they need to do in that fight. Team Klee, they committed wholeheartedly because they